Welcome to the Munilaw Report, and today we'll be covering the third round of the NFL Draft. This year, in the third round, the Cleveland Browns have picks 78 and 99. This is where the Browns can find great value and bolster roster weaknesses. In the last video, I had the Browns selecting Jahad Donson, receiver out of Penn State, so I will draft accordingly to what the Browns will need following my previous video. Starting with Khalil Shakir, receiver out of Boise State. Shakir, a highly versatile prospect that has lined up in the slot, outside, flanker, and in the backfield. Shakir is a player to watch in the third round for the Browns due to his shiftiness and explosiveness off the ball, allowing him to create great space and man coverage. Shakir finds ways to get open. The coordination of light feet, strong hands, route running, and the ability to catch with his body make an ideal slot receiver and a great replacement for Jarvis Landry. He is a quality receiver in the improvisational game. Adjusting on the fly and coming back to the ball is a natural trait of his. Another receiver to focus on is John Metchie III, receiver out of Alabama. Metchie is a rare athlete with an unbelievable change of direction abilities. A former track star that explodes off the line of scrimmage with the combination of balance and leverage allows him to create spacing at the end of his routes. Metchie is an elite route runner and has a high football IQ, finding open spots in zone coverage. The fluidity in his hips and stop-and-go moves to alter routes helps him find ways to get open often. Drake Jackson, edge rusher, USC. Drake Jackson is one of the most natural pass rushers in the NFL draft this year. The explosiveness coupled with agility and bend give a high ceiling for Drake Jackson. Jackson has a long and lengthy frame with the potential to add muscle, could be a formula for a great pass rushing prospect. Josh Paschal, edge rusher, Kentucky. Paschal played the role of the leader of the Kentucky defense in this past season. Paschal is a threat against the run due to his ability to use his length and strong hands to set the edge and win the line of scrimmage. He plays with good leverage and often gets under the pad of offensive linemen, allowing him to shuck off his blocks and win one-on-one battles. What makes Josh Paschal special is his ability to line up anywhere from the 3 technique to a wide nine, makes him a great value pick in the third round for the Cleveland Browns. Arnold Ebiketie, defensive end, Penn State. Last season, Arnold Ebiketie was one of the best pass rushers in the nation. In the Big Ten, he was the best in the conference at pass rush productivity and tackles for loss. Ebiketie is a bit undersized but has very long arms that helps him win hand fights and at the line of scrimmage. He is also a great athlete that has an explosive first step. Ebiketie also is very flexible and has impressive body control to turn the corner and attack the outside pass rushing lanes. He possesses a diverse combination of pass rush moves, bringing different tools on every snap. Finally, Ebiketie has an unmatched motor in which he plays 100 miles per hour on every snap. Certainly a great trait for any edge prospect in the draft. Phidarian Mathis, defensive tackle, Alabama. Mathis has a non-stop motor and a tenacious overall play style makes him one of the most consistent producers in the defensive line class. Mathis has a physical presence in the middle of the line of scrimmage and is often a disruptor in the run game. His upper body strength and power to blow offensive linemen off their spot allows him to dominate in the run game. His flashy hand fighting skills combined with his quickness and raw strength is a recipe for a top run stuffer in the NFL. Finally, last prospect, John Ridgeway, defensive tackle, Arkansas. Ridgeway is your ideal stereotype of a defensive tackle that you would often see personified in a movie or a TV show about football. His size and grown man strength shows up when he easily shreds off blocks and brings down runners when it almost looks impossible. Ridgeway is a violent player that moves offensive linemen like they are blocking sleds, and it is definitely quite a sight to see. Ridgeway holds his ground in double teams, splits double teams, and makes them pay. One of his greatest traits is that is slept on is his combination of pass rush moves to complement his long arms, making him a monster at the defensive tackle position and one of the most underrated prospects in the NFL draft. With the 78th pick, I have the Browns taking Arnold Ebiketie, edge rusher out of Penn State. Yes, I know I go with another Penn State product on back-to-back picks, but I believe Ebiketie is a great pick for the Browns because he has proven that he is a disruptor in both the pass and run game. He also has many different ways of beating you, making him a very dynamic player at the edge position. With pick 99, I wouldn't be surprised if they move this pick to pick up more draft capital, but for the purpose of the video, I would like to see them go with Phidarian Mathis, defensive tackle, Alabama. I think this is an ideal move where they pick up a nose tackle, which is a much needed position for the Browns, as they look for another run stuffer who has a great set of tools combined with his athleticism to be, a successful piece on the defensive line to complement Myles Garrett and possibly Jadeveon Clowney. Thank you for watching the Muley-Lott Reports coverage of the third round mock draft, and stay tuned for the fourth round. Thank you. And most of all, go Browns.